We take you now to South Dakota, a state that reported more COVID hospitalizations last week per capita. CBS's David Beno is there.
Sioux Falls, mask wearing is mandatory, says Mayor Paul Tenhaken.
But there's no enforcement behind it. If you think that the enforcement piece is going to all of a sudden create this mass level of compliance that is there without it, that's not true.
I'm an RN on a COVID unit.
That is 22-year-old Nicole Noshel.
I do care about other people and their health as well.
South Dakota's Governor Kristi Noem is against mask mandates, despite the fact that per capita, South Dakota leads the world COVID deaths every day.
Okay.
Health officials are split over how best to respond to the pandemic.
It's hard for me to say we are at a crisis.
Would you classify what is happening here in the Dakotas as a crisis?
I would.
Just about an hour north of here, the city of Brookings reports the lowest infection in South Dakota. Now, masks have been mandatory here since early September.
There are a lot of folks in South Dakota, thousands of people in South Dakota, that understand the reality of what we're facing.
Back in Sioux Falls, the mayor has taken some heat for saying this when we asked him why so many people are against wearing a mask.
It's cowboy country, man, and you try to tell someone to do something and they want to do the opposite.
David Begno, CBS News, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Are making good progress, and they hope it's a matter of months before it's available. Sioux Falls, Jacob Sersosimo, Dakota News Now.
After 76 COVID-19 related deaths were announced over the weekend, officials reported no new deaths earlier today. Officials say 783 additional cases were discovered over the last 24 hours, along with 330 new recoveries. Active cases increasing to 17,350. The state says nearly 2,100 people were tested, with just under 38% of those individuals coming back positive.
An upcoming basketball tournament taking place in Sioux Falls will be held without fans. Sanford Health officials with the Bad Boy Mower Crossover Classic making that decision today. Safety measures for players will be in place, such as having a negative COVID-19 test 2 days before traveling to Sioux Falls and being tested immediately upon arrival. That tournament is set for November 25th through the 3rd. Over 6,350 new COVID-19 cases have been discovered over the past day. Officials reported 24 new virus-related deaths. The state says they processed over 57,000 tests. Minnesota's positivity rate has risen to 7.2%. Meanwhile, hospitalizations continue a downward trend in Iowa. State they're announcing 1,333 people currently receiving treatment for the virus. Officials announced 1,661 new cases and over 500 additional recoveries. However, Iowa's active case count now sits at just over 92,700.
A new piece of technology to help slow the spread of COVID-19 in Minnesota has been released. Officials announced the Exposure Notification app is available for download. This app generates an anonymous key, which is changed every 10 minutes. Each day, the app then downloads a list of keys associated with COVID-19 cases and checks them with other keys the phone has encountered in the last 4 days. If there's a match, the app will notify users on what to do next. According to the state, the app is voluntary and also anonymous. Dakota's Now Health Alert, another coronavirus vaccine showing promising results. AstraZeneca said Monday's experimental vaccine is 70% effective on average. That's showing 90%
efficacy. A COVID-19 vaccine on the horizon. Said the event is more than just about capturing the Christmas spirit. It's about promoting real Christmas trees and supporting local farmers like the Taylors.
For people to see a real tree and its beauty, understand the story behind the tree is one of nature. It's one of environmental friendliness.
The tree will be on display in the White House Blue Room through the holiday season. In keeping with tradition, the First Lady designs a theme for the White House Christmas decorations. The plan will be unveiled later this month. In Washington, I'm Jillian Angeline.
The Taylors say they are hoping their now famous Fraser fir will bring them more business. They said they're already getting more recognition on social media. Dan and Brian trees opened the day after Thanksgiving. An annual Thanksgiving tradition is taking place in the nation's capital this week as well. This is corn and cob making their national debut this morning. The two turkeys, who hail from Iowa, set to receive a pardon by President Trump on Tuesday. They are living up at the Willard Hotel, posing for the cameras in all of their feathery glory ahead of their big day. The turkeys were raised by a 6th-generation Iowa farmer, once pardoned. The turkeys will reside at Iowa State University in Ames to proudly represent the Iowa turkey industry and to interact with students. The weather continues to be a little dreary today, but Thanksgiving holiday looks to be very beautiful. Phil's first alert forecast when we come back.
Dakota News Now, sponsored by Ford.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event begins now. We're giving you the best deals of the season on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays. Now get over 5